Hi everyone, and welcome to my first mod showcasing video where I tell you the mods you need in your Sims 3 game. Welcome back to my channel, and if you don't know who I am Plum Cutie and I do Sims 3 videos here on YouTube. Today we're going to be going over the mods that I personally have in my game, ranging from sim enhancements, things I have in my game for aesthetic reasons, things that I have running in the background of my game to reduce lag and fix deep gameplay issues, as well as mods that just add to your daily gameplay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be going over is the pink UI mod. This is for aesthetic reasons. I just love pink, everything pink, so this is the UI mod recoloring that I use. I know that there are gray ones as well. I think that's called the clean version, but I just prefer the pink version. Having a lighting mod in your game is essential to having a good-looking game. I use the Burnt Waffles Frozen-inspired lighting mod with the Roaring Heights water and Aurora Sky clouds, and this really gives a Disney feel to your game. You have longer days, you have dynamic shadows, less bloom, sunsets and sunrises. There are many ways to enhance the way that your Sims look. I use presets, so pre-made eyes, noses, and I kind of build off of what I have. I also use a variety of body and face sliders. You can also increase the range of your sliders, which I will show you using a different mod later on. However, I do want everyone to be mindful that you actually have a maximum number of sliders that are allowed in your Create a Sim unless you change it. So just make sure you have nothing that conflicts with each other and you don't have too many so that they don't override each other. The last thing you want to do is bloat your game with sliders that aren't even working because you downloaded too many and now they overlap in the save file. Lazy Duchess has a random sim fixes mod that basically gets rid of pudding face, which is when all your sims look the same and they aren't carrying characteristics of their parent sim. So as you can see here, our sim born in-game is very unique looking. If you don't have Nraas mods in your game, I'd actually be extremely surprised. I actually played my game without Nraas mods for the longest time, and once I put a few in, it was over for me, and I kept them forever, but I do love them. So we're starting off with Master Controller. It's kind of the #1 Nraas mod I would recommend you having just because you are in total and complete control of your game and every sim in your game. You're basically able to keep tabs on everyone, see who's in your town, how many kids are in your town, cleanse the dead so your game doesn't bloat, and then reset the town, which I'm showing right here. Love resetting the town. I do it every sim week. It puts everyone in a safe spot, but it basically resets every single household object, things like that, and it keeps your game running smoothly. I'm going through all the options that I have here. There's lots of other videos on YouTube that actually go into this in like way more depth that I recommend you go watching if you don't already have this mod, but I'm just kind of showing you the basics and what I use Master Controller for. There's just like, there's so many things that you can do. You can open houses and see who's in other houses. You can switch controls instead of having to go to the edit world view and switch households. You can also come into Create a Sim, edit your sim. This is where if you have sliders, you can actually change the range of your sliders, and this will make your sims look so unique. If you're tired of having sims that look the same, please get Master Controller and come in here and increase and just basically like amplify the things that you can do in Create a Sim. It's amazing. You can put multiple accessories, multiple makeup. The possibilities are endless with Master Controller, so I highly recommend you look more into it. You can force kill sims, so there's less sims in your games. You can change outfits. You can basically do anything with this mod. So I'm going through the options here, and I highly recommend you look at some other tutorials. Overwatch is one of those Nraas mods that kind of runs in the background of your game. It fixes game issues. It'll get rid of junk. It'll get rid of stuck sims. You can clean up the inventory of your whole town. You can even go in and make it so that certain cheats actually are enabled whenever you start up the game, like testing cheats enable true. And then also at 3 a.m. Sims time, your game will freeze. Do not be scared. It'll come up with a little message in the corner and it'll tell you if there were any stuck Sims, and they will be reset by this mod. Errortrap is another Nraas mod. It runs in the background of your game. It will let you know whenever there's any kind of script error, anything going wrong in your game. So it'll fix this corruption for you, and it will make it so that your game will not be unsavable. If you've ever gotten that message where you can't save your game, this mod will fix that. The last Nraas mod we'll be going over is Woohooer. I'm going through the different options here. This one really, it depends on your preference, so make sure that you go through the Nraas website and just look at the different options you can choose. I allow teen woohoo, I allow teen adult marriages. There are certain things that you can take off of this mod. Again, like I said, it's all preference, but the basics of this mod, you can use it for risky woohoo, you can use it for relaxed woohoo. Your Sims will autonomously do that to their liking, and it will also take other Sims' traits and personalities into account whenever it comes to romantic interactions and what that Sim would really do if that Sim was a real person. You also get moodlets and little messages if your Sim enjoyed the woohoo or did not have a good time woohooing with their partner. This mod also changes the way that Sims are attracted to one another. So as you can see, based on their traits, these Sims are actually attracted to each other. It'll take traits into account, favorites, and also their zodiac sign. Sims will also initiate romantic interactions on their own to give you more depth in your gameplay without you forcing anything. More pregnancy interactions has to be one of my favorite gameplay mods. This mod basically gives more gameplay for your pregnant Sims. As you can see, she can sing to her belly, talk to her belly, kiss her belly. She can also receive different reactions to pregnancy announcements if you do have the announcement overhaul mod. As you can see, because our Sim and her husband have a great relationship, he had a great response to her pregnancy announcement. You can also show pregnancy ultrasounds. And based on your relationship with different Sims, the reactions will be different.
No, Rubiflex not. Weezer. Oh.
There's also mean interactions that you can do. Elders can ask when the due date is and criticize the Sim's pregnancy, and then children can also ask where the babies come from and also when the due date is. One of my favorite things about this mod is it actually incorporates toddlers, and you can have your Sim's toddler feel their pregnancy bump. Your pregnant Sim can also admire their belly in a mirror. The last mod I'm including on my list is another gameplay mod, and it is the new online university mod. Your Sims no longer have to go to physical university and bloat your game with travel data. They can now enroll in Sims University and then choose a degree. Your Sims can also pursue multiple degrees at a time, and they will receive a diploma, and it'll also come up in their career tab that they finish a degree. This will take 96 in-game hours. Those are all the mods that I would not play my Sims 3 game without. Let me know what mods you need to play The Sims 3. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye!